What you doing over there, baby?
Cut the pork.
You gonna cut up the pork? Looks like it's the same pork we had from last night. And it was pretty good. I mean, it was a whole lot of fat with a little bit of meat in there. But I just fried that thing up enough before I started mixing in vegetables. It turned out delicious, right, honey?
Yeah.
So tonight we're going for round 2. I'm going to change up the game a little bit. And we got to get some broccoli. Maybe you need to cut up a whole stalk of broccoli. Sound good?
I'm gonna eat the broccoli.
Yeah, put the broccoli in there. The broccoli is delicious, baby. It's absolutely delicious.
Delicious.
All right, folks, let's see what she's got going on. You saw it in yesterday's video. It's pretty good bacon, but we call it Korean samgyeopsal. Looks like bacon to me. But it turned out a great flavor. Everybody got up this morning and tore it up, ate everything, right?
Yeah.
And so there was no waste, 0 waste on last night's meal because Big Daddy did some outstanding cooking, right, baby? I mean, you did an outstanding job chopping up the vegetables, baby. I'll give you that. And you look beautiful too while you're doing it.
So good.
But Big Daddy went to work and made some delicious food. So folks, welcome to today's video. What we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna cook. We're gonna eat early. I'm thinking about taking this crew on a little walking tour up in Koreatown. They got a bunch of food stalls right there, like across from the Jollibee. You know, if you're headed towards Koreatown from Walking Street, it's on the right before you get to the Jollibee. So I thought I'd take Filipina Wife number 2 on a walking tour, let her nibble and sample some of the delicacies. She'll probably get some tempura. Tempura, tempura, tempura. That's her call sign.
Tempura.
Baby, what you going after? Tempura? Quick. What you going after?
Tea.
Huh?
Milk tea.
Baby, I'm taking you on a food tour and you're going after milk tea?
Yeah, milk tea. Barbecue.
What else?
I don't know yet.
Okay, well here's the budget, okay?
1,000?
Close.
500?
Baby, the budget, you guessed 1,000 and you were close. If you just take off a 0 on the end, you'll be at 100. You'll be right in the ballpark.
You want me to, sapakin kita eh.
What?
I'm not going in there no if we just
Baby, 100 pesos.
Sapakin kita eh.
That's big money.
Loko-loko ka din eh.
Big money, big money, big money.
I want to eat the broccoli na. I want to buy ano ba yan? Kulera na yan. Sa biscuit.
A what?
I want to drink a milk tea. I guess. Milk tea is more than 100.
You drank milk tea last night.
Napataka ka maloko. Loko-loko ka din eh.
Baby, I got you milk tea when we went to Robinson's.
No, I'm not. Maria drink that, not me. And that's not milk tea.
Baby, that's if you didn't get in there and rumble with her and get a drink, that's not my fault.
Loko ka din eh.
With you and Maria, it's like every person for himself when it comes to food. So you got to get in there and rumble with her. Is that good broccoli? Get in here, take a look at that broccoli. I think I'll have another bite of that broccoli.
I don't like broccoli.
I love broccoli.
No.
That broccoli is delicious. Just keep chopping. Complain all you want as long as you keep chopping.
Pataka ka ba ng Marcos eh? I know it's finished.
Yeah, I'm
It's
showcasing your beauty.
Che.
You look beautiful today, Fatima.
Che. Of course, I always beautiful.
Some days you look a little haggard, but today you got it going on, baby. Washing them vegetables. Now, folks, if we weren't going to cook the vegetables, people ask the question, yeah, it's better to wash the vegetables in your filtered water if they're raw, obviously, but we're going to cook them. So it's okay to wash it with the tap water here, which is not drinkable, but again, we're going to cook all this stuff and it'll be okay.
Kaya na. Let's go for the finish niya.
Fatima, can you talk about this addiction you have to these shows? What are you watching now?
Read that.
Tell us the name of it. Do you even know?
Hey, what's the name of that? Regine.
What?
Regine.
Regine.
Oh my God. Eh! Ano mo din eh.
Fatima has a problem when she starts watching these shows. She has a binge watching problem. You can't get her to do anything.
Maria, tabi marikitos. Loading na lang.
Here, wouldn't you rather look at me than your show?
I always look at you every day. We always together every day. But this is movies. Oh my gosh.
Maybe we need some more time apart. You know what they say? Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Sige. Tabi dyan ba? Loading na lang.
I'm showcasing your beauty. All right, folks, doing a little bit of electrical work here. Now, some of y'all were concerned before that we had the plugs. We had the plugs from the lodge and the rice cooker running over that water right there. So now what we've done, we plugged it in over there, run it over the top. We got that rice sack up there holding down the wire because there wasn't anything to tie it off to. So we just put it on top like a sandbag, and then there you go right there. We got the electrical thing hanging up out of the way, out of the water, safely secured by that 10-kilogram rice sack. And now it's going to be a lot more safety friendly for all the sergeant safety types out there. I think that's pretty secure. That bag of rice up there, 10 kilos on top of it, and it ain't going nowhere. I mean, it's not my best wiring job that I've ever done. I think I did a better job in a $28 beach condo. But see, now we've got a little bit more play. Now, you say, why don't I mount it way up there? Well, it's got to be low enough for the Filipina to unplug it, because these rice cookers don't have an on or off. It's either cooked or warm. So when you plug this thing in, you can see that the light comes on. So for safety, well, actually we could take it up there and you could just do a master shut off here. But if you do the master shut off, it shuts both devices off at the same time. Now she could unplug it from the back of the rice cooker like so, if she needed to turn one off and not the other. I think that's what we do, because the cords are in the way. So I'm going to have to deploy the old lady back up there to pull this up even further. And then we'll just take both cords, have them things going up the wall, and they'll be plugged in up there. What you think, baby? And if you need to use the crock pot, well, we're not doing a lot of cooking, so you could just, I think you could safely plug it in over there.
You want me to adjust that?
Yeah, what I want you to do is just adjust this up to where these cords are just going straight up the tree here, out of the way. So you gotta go back up the coconut tree. Forrest G, that tripod is not a jungle gym. Okay, folks, I'm gonna talk you through her expert electrical skills here. Get the camera off, locked off the tripod. Okay, there she goes. She's up there. Forrest G's trying to help out here. Sweetie, we're in the middle of something. Charging your iPad. Just gonna have to wait, please. And see what she's doing? She's just feeding the slack out. But baby, you're gonna have to tuck the slack from the right side in so it doesn't hang down low on the right side.
Like this?
Yeah, that one.
That's okay?
I think that one's okay. But look over to your right. You gotta take the other. Yeah, tuck that in and tighten that up. And all the while we're doing all this electrical work, Forrest G's doing some assistance here, and Maria is concerned about her iPad being low back. I know this is important to you, but let us get done with the electrical work, and then Papa will charge the iPad, okay?
Like this? That's fine.
Does that look a little bit more safe?
Yeah, I just unplugged the...
Okay, hold on a second. That white cord, plug it in like the black cord, so it's not just straight down and gravity will pull it out.
Like that?
Yeah, that looks good right there. I'll come over there and check the tension. You just be careful and don't fall, because I'm not going to the hospital today. You'll have to go to the bronchi clinic. All right, folks, does that look better safety-wise? I think it does. I think it does. But let me go over here and do some further checking and further measurements. Okay, so these cords might not look pretty. Sure, they could look a little bit prettier. And maybe I'll just put a piece of tape on the wall. Or, well, either that or I could just move this soy sauce over here. Put that soy sauce in there. No, there's not enough weight to it. Okay, but what we've successfully done is got the cords off of the surface, which could get wet. And we've also, you know, before they were running over the water, over here, dripping water. So I think we've made some significant safety upgrades to the kitchen here. If you'll go back to that $28 beach condo, those series of videos, I did some electrical work over there too. It was a little bit more intense. I had to do some actual wiring and changing out the prongs and the ground and all that stuff. The other thing is, when you're cooking, the steam's going straight up instead of straight into my spices in my pantry right here. I mean, I got doomsday preppers going on up here. I got a full sack of brown sugar. I think a whole kilo. And same with the rice cooker, because the rice cooker is just nothing but steam in this. Now the steam will dissipate a little bit. And the babies can't grab the cords. And baby, this is emergency cut off. All you got to do is just pull this plug. If anything goes wrong, it shut everything down over there. What you think? A lot better? Yeah, folks. You know, sometimes it just takes a little redneck engineering to improve safety conditions. And I'll tell you the reason that I'm doing this. Okay, last night I watched this show called The China Syndrome. It's from like the 70s, 79. Anyhow, it's about a nuclear plant in California that is not safe. Pretty good movie. So the gentleman was concerned about the safety of that nuclear plant. I said, you know what? My nuclear operations over here, because this is an induction burner, so like I have a small nuclear plant going on here when I cook. I had to make these safety upgrades. And baby, do you feel safer? Come on over, let me interview you here. Do you feel safer already? I think she feels safer already. You know, gonna win husband of the year. About 10 years in a row. Got it locked down. I had it locked down before, but this right here just seals the deal. Come here, baby. Tell them how safe you feel now with my new wiring scheme here with that bag of rice up there holding it down. Do you feel safe? Oh, the violence. I'm calling the brown guy. Boy, stress I'm under here. If you have not checked out the Heart Age Saloon, well, the video about the Heart Age Saloon here on my channel, it's a beautiful Filipina sings at the Heart Age Saloon in Pattaya, Thailand. Shout out to you, girl. Great video. Had a great time that night. Beautiful music, my goodness. And folks, a lot of these videos that I do, one way or another, they're for me. I share them with you, but the motivation is for me. So if you're not into listening to an hour full of great music, that's fine, because that's for me. So I've got enough videos now where I just hit play on my own videos, and believe it or not, knock on wood, you find some wood, knock on wood. When I record these videos, they get hit with copyright claims left and right. I don't make no money off of these music videos because YouTube takes all your money, right? But when I play it in the background from my own video, knock on wood, I don't get any copyright claims with this music playing in the background. Does that make sense? So just keep that in mind. Now in the future, they may come back and rip all these videos where I've got my own music in the background. But right now, and you guys have asked the questions, hey, aren't you getting copyright claims with this music? Initially, yes. But when I replay my own video, they're not hitting me right now. And I hope I didn't just awaken a sleeping giant full of skinny jean wearing good idea fairies. Anyhow, so listen to some cool music, drinking me a Imperador and Coke. Last night I had Pepsi, now tonight I got Coke. It's not even tonight, it's in the afternoon. I told her, because last night I basically made the same dish without broccoli, and I'm like, why didn't we put broccoli? I'll make the same thing tomorrow. Because she had chopped up too many vegetables. We had another pack of meat. So I'm making the same thing, but I said, it was so good, everybody woke up this morning and just scarfed it down. I said, hey, I'll cook early, and then tonight we're gonna go to Koreatown and walk along the sidewalk. We'll take y'all with us and do like a little food tour of those little stalls up there. You know, Fatima and I go up there and eat some tempura, some quick, quack, quick. You know, the fried quail eggs, all that stuff. I'll be happy to just be behind the camera and let them eat. Okay. So without further ado, if you've never seen any of my cooking shows, what am I cooking with? What I always cook with, folks. That's the large 3.2 quart cast iron combo cooker. That piece of gear right there is made in America by the good folks down in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, my friends. And what I'm cooking on is just a small induction burner. It seems to be doing the trick these days, no problem. Now, the pork, if you saw that previous video, this is the same, call it Korean, I don't know if I'm saying it right, samgyeopsal. It's basically sort of like bacon, but it's just mostly fat with the 1% bacon. So I gotta cook this first and just get it all fried and crispy before I mix in the vegetables and sort of make it into a soup slash stew, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's good, but my God, it's nothing but fat. My Filipina wife, she loves that fat. You know, if it's, well, I love it too if it's crispy. She loves it any which way but loose. All right, so you saw the new electrical system. Let me go ahead and energize this here power plant. Boom, energized. Now the problem with my system is that the rice cooker, I showed you before, it doesn't have an on-off switch, which it should. They should put a damn inline on-off switch on it. But the minute you plug in the rice cooker, it goes to warm. And then when you want to cook, flip it down. Now it's on hot. So to get rid of that, I would have to go up there and either unplug that. And again, for safety, whenever we're finished cooking, everything gets unplugged except the ref, right? I mean, when we leave the house, this is the thing about Filipinos, they won't even leave a fan, an electric fan plugged in most of the time. Like if you check into a room and there's a fan, you'll see the cord like wrapped around the back, right? You gotta unplug it, you know, unravel it and plug it in. Fatima, we got 2 fans here. If we leave, she unplugs both fans and wraps the cord around it. So you come back in, you gotta, but it's just what they're used to. And that's fine, you know, the less things that are plugged in, more safety it is, I guess. You know, you're dealing with these cheap Chinese fans of low quality. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can't get a tune out of this here trombone. Folks, when you're cooking, always put the handle away. You know, don't leave it like this or like this, because the babies can come and pull that over on them. Always put your handle over towards the back there. Just realize this thing needs wiping out just a little bit. Let's wipe that bad boy out just a little bit. Okay, there you go. Just trying to find a pot. Now it's found a pot, and we're about middle of the road. And there's so much fat in this bacon. This fat with a bacon sliver on it. I don't need any oil. I'm just dropping that in there, and it's gonna get enough oil to cook the pork, the vegetables. I'll throw a little virgin olive oil in there for flavoring, but you don't need it. Which one's wood, which one's a bamboo? This is a bamboo here. We'll go with bamboo. Right. I don't know why she don't drain the water out of this thing. I always have to drain the water out. Fatima, next time you chop up the pork, drain the water out, baby. Stressing me out here. Here we go. Right angle on the dangle. I know you can't see directly in the pot. But hey, I ain't got no film crew. Just waiting on Hollywood to call. Smell coming off of there. Let's go around the horn. A little chili. Just paint it up. Just paint it red. How much do I put? I'll paint it red. A little bit of salt. There you go. Spanish paprika. Paint it more red. What's the difference between paprika and Spanish paprika? Well, you see, back in have no clue. All right, this is black pepper, even though it's in a container that says, oh wait, that's a cinnamon. Glad that wasn't open. This is black pepper, which is in a container that says white pepper, but I ran out of white pepper. So I just put my black pepper in there. Crushed red pepper, just a smidgen. If I make it too spicy, they won't eat it. Filipino folks aren't real big on spice like Thai folks are. Totally different palates. So I make this even the slightest bit too spicy. Oh my gosh, they'll all revolt against me. There'll be an insurgency here in the kitchen. Let that do the sizzle zizzle. Oh my goodness. Now, here's what she didn't do. Oh, Fatima, you're fired, baby. You're fired. You didn't chop up the onions or the garlic, because I used it all last night. Man, what can I do here, folks? Y'all see the stress I'm under? Give that a little bit of stir around. It might seem to stick for just a minute. Once that pork fat starts rolling, it ain't gonna stick. I moved my ref from this side because the handle was over here, so you had to keep coming around it. I'll put it over here where I can just slide in. I don't know if you can see that, and slide out. All right, now to come down here and go on a hunt. Go on a hunt for garlic. Ooh, I'm glad I did, because I got some cilantro here that Fatima would not tell me about. She's not a big fan of cilantro. Obviously I am. So I'm gonna cilantro this up. We got a thing full of vegetables. We made a run to the market. But the other night I was in a pinch and I had to buy 3 or 4 little onions. That fat bacon. I guess we could call it fat bacon. It's good bacon, but it's mostly fat. There's no onions. That's all right. Oh! Let's go ahead and get the Gerber strong arm. Get my homemade chopping block right here. Got from the far side of Subic Bay over there by Han Gin. By the new Subic Bay Naval Base. Just chop up a few onions here. Make quick work of them. And folks, chopping up vegetables, like I've said before, you don't need to go to culinary school to get a degree in onion chopping to be an effective onion chopper. It ain't rocket science. Get that outer skin off of there. Get your knife and go to work. It's pretty simple. I don't know why all of a sudden, let me show you. I don't know why all of a sudden that, this right here became sexy. You sit there and watch people on the show doing this here. I have no idea why that's sexy, but let me show you if you want to see it. Isn't that awesome? How or another, chopping vegetables like that is an absolute necessity to being a professional chef on a cooking show.
You smell good, Daddy.
Thank you, sweetie. She said my cooking smells good. I think it's going to be Maria and Forrest G approved. A handful taking care of 2 small children. It's a handful. It's a job. It's a wonderful job. It's a handful for one person. So like when I'm cooking right now, the kids are running around. I said, you know what? Just take them into the playroom. Let them play while I cook. I know y'all like to have her in the dialogue, and yeah, I would too. But while I'm cooking, it's just so much easier if she takes the babies in there, let them play. She can scroll around on her cell phone, do whatever she gonna do, chat the village, see what drama's going down in the village. Everybody wins, and I can get my cooking show, everything going here. Now I got this thing down on low. I'm gonna kick it up to the medium setting. Now, number 2. I usually buy the peeled garlic. Now Fatima does not, because she says this keeps longer, and that's true. But when you buy that peeled garlic at the market, you're providing labor for somebody. Tedious labor, they don't get paid much of nothing, but you know what? Nothing is better than something. Peeling garlic is not something that I really like to do. So I usually buy the peeled garlic, giving somebody some work, and saving myself some work that I don't like to do. And it's not much more money, so. But Fatima, she don't like to do that. She likes to buy the garlic and cloves. Baby, if you're gonna buy the garlic and cloves, next time don't forget to make my garlic. Oh shoot, I forgot to show y'all. Do like this, You gotta do that to be a professional chef. Not exactly. It don't have as much oil in it, much fat in it as the stuff from last night. So we might be in business already. I want that to get too dry and get to sticking. Look at that big old bowl of vegetables. Get my face out of the way. Maybe it'll focus on it. There you go. I got the eye autofocus, so it'll stick to you like glue. There ain't no time like the present. Just drop it all in there. Now look, since that was dry as a bone, that was basically dry as a bone. Last night there was plenty of oil. But that's dry as a bone. I got to come in here and hit it with the water. Just go with the water. Because my meat's already cooked, I got flavors locked in there. All I'm gonna do is put some water in there and cap it. Just let that stuff go to sizzling, zizzling. I'm gonna hit it hard with the cilantro because I don't want this stuff to ruin and go bad. You can make anything taste good if you put enough cilantro on it. Do the Gordon Ramsay. How's that look? Does that look professional? Oh, that smells so good. I'm putting it in there right now. I'm gonna put some more later. That cilantro is what's gonna make that just absolutely, well, there's 2 secret ingredients. I told y'all about my 1 secret ingredient. Get them to eat anything. That's brown sugar. I put brown sugar a little bit, sometimes a lot, most of the time a little bit. I put brown sugar in everything. I've told the story many times, but it just happens every time I cook. Last night, Fatima's over there watching the Dukes of Hazzard, right? And I'm trying to watch her because I don't want her to see me reach up here and get that bag of brown sugar. The minute I open this up, she turns and she looks, ooh, don't put the brown sugar, don't put the brown sugar. I said, baby, don't tell the chef how to cook, baby. Close her mouth, because she knows what She knows it's a futile attempt to tell me not to put brown sugar in my cooking. When they sit down, they scarf that down. And no, I'm not putting a pound of sugar. I'm putting just enough brown sugar in there just to sweeten it up just a little bit, and they will eat the hell out of it every time. But every time, Fatima is gonna complain, don't put that sugar in there. She's watching me. She watches me like a hawk. I'm gonna cook the way I wanna cook. You got one option with me, that's to love it. People get hungry enough, they'll eat it. Just don't tell your Filipina. Now, gentlemen, if you're cooking for your Filipina wife or girlfriend, last ingredient, the last step, I want you to put about a half a cup of brown sugar. Don't tell them, don't let them see you do it. And they will tell you, oh my God, this is so delicious. Grumble, oh, did you put brown sugar? Well, yeah, 2 seconds ago you just said it was delicious. There's a little flaw in the system. Well, really, there's not a flaw in the system because I need to be making the rice. Typically, when we cook, she's gonna throw the pot of rice in there, do this, they're both cooking. Right now, I'm actually wasting electricity. So, what I can do is just pull the cable out of the back. Now I'm not wasting electricity, okay? Like I said, for some reason, they don't put on and off switch on these rice cookers. Bluetooth speaker just went down. Forrest G loves a Chucky. Usually I get them at Robinson's, or we'll get them at the Sorry store. You know, when we get back from our ride or our nightly walk, whatever we're doing, they like to get a little small Chucky. Filipina wife number 2 going to work. Baby, tell us what you're doing to the rice, baby.
Clean.
She's cleaning the rice. Clean that rice. And just pop it down and just leave it in there. You don't do anything else. Don't stir it, don't look at it. You just rice, water, click it on cook, and wait until the light goes off and it'll say warm. Now it's ready to go. I always let it rest a little while. Baby, thanks for that little show. My goodness, that's a highlight of my show. But your booty was too low for the camera. You're a little low rider. When you're cooking with cast iron over a flame on gas, the whole setup gets hot immediately, right? This thing, you gotta have welding gloves. With the induction burner, the lid is not gonna get hot right away. It'll eventually get hot. But like right now, I can pull that off with my hand, don't need my welding gloves. But with gas, I mean, that thing's red hot, right? Almost immediately. It's sizzling, doing what it's supposed to do. But I'm leaving out an important ingredient. Oh, that cilantro smells so good. Knorr pork cubes. The old lady loves the flavor. I'm down with it too. Put 2 to 3 of these Knorr pork cubes along with the seasoning that I already showed you, and you will be good to go. If you put 2 and they claim there's no flavor, you just need 1 more pork cube. I always put 2 before, but now I go with 3 because it just eliminated any complaints. 3 cubes per 3.2 quarts. All right, so there you go. 3 Knorr pork cubes going into the mix. Now you might be down with 2. Ooh, that's starting to get a little warm. You may be down with 2, but my crew been going with 3. Drinking San Mig Light, to me it's like a bottle of water, but that's good because I can drink beer all day and not get crazy and tore up. But folks, this little Yeti koozie right here, you know, I got different koozies I use, but you want your beer to stay cold if you're drinking it in a can, well, or a bottle. You live somewhere hot like the Philippines or Thailand, the tropics. If you don't suck that beer down real quick, well, the damn thing's gonna get hot quick, right? Folks, you put it in this thing right here, that son of a gun will stay cold. Trust me, the whole time you're drinking it. When you pick it up, it's still cold. Yeti is like magic. Yeah, I know they're not the only ones that are in the game. I know Yeti's expensive. Oh, I know. Out of all the stuff and all the cups that I've had throughout the years, you know what the difference is? Is out of hundreds of these insulated cups, where are they? I have no clue. But you know where my Yeti products are? Right here in my fucking hand. I'll just give you a quick demonstration here. All right, this is my coffee cup. You know why this is the best coffee cup? Because it's wide. It's got a wide diameter. and it don't fall over on your desk. This is the best coffee cup. And also, you put piping hot coffee in here, it'll cool down quicker than if you put it in the other cup I'm about to show you. This is the perfect coffee mug. It won't fall over on your desk, right? How many coffee mugs have I got? I have no idea where they're at. Used to have hundreds of them, right? But that Yeti right there, whenever I drink coffee, boom, I'm drinking out of this mug right here. Put ice in there, that damn ice will stay like 2 days. You put your beer in here, it's got a lid obviously. It stays cold and it keeps the damn flies and the bugs out of your drink. Okay, so let me tell the same story that I've told before, but a lot of y'all are watching my videos because you've never been to the Philippines or you're doing research about retiring. But say you meet a girl in a village, you're coming to the Philippines for the first time, going to her village. There ain't no aircon. Some of these girls who got villages ain't no electricity. So you're gonna walk your big ass out and sweat and get out there in the middle of nowhere and there ain't no cold drinks. Some places there are, some there are not. Well, if you're a smart dude, you get you a couple Yeti cups and pack that shit with ice, and I guarantee by the time you get to her village, you're gonna have ice left over. And it's not like you're humping a damn cooler. Here's your little tip. Just get you 2 or 3 Yeti cups, fill them up with ice, and then you'll be able to sit out there and drink your Pepsi and your rum cold. And you put the lid on there, it keeps the damn flies, the mosquitoes, and everything else out there in that dusty ass village from messing up your beer. Doing the sizzle zizzle. I don't even think I need to add any water right now. And I'm gonna click it down 1 notch. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power levels. I'm on the number 2 setting. The reactor is at, well, there's 5, 20, 40, 20, 40, 68. It'd be at 40%. The reactor is at 40% right now. That movie, I wouldn't say it's a great movie, but it was a good movie. It actually had Jane Fonda in it. Let's leave the politics out of it right now, but it was called, what do they call, the China Syndrome. And I guess basically they were talking about if the nuclear reactor melts down, it'll keep melting down all the way to China. That's why they call it the China Syndrome. But that movie was sort of, gave you an anti-nuclear energy taste in your mouth. But I guess Oliver Stone has produced a new film. I don't know if it's out yet. Maybe it is. You know, I'm gonna check it tonight. And from what I heard, it is a pro-nuclear look at the nuclear energy debate. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. I like watching Oliver Stone because he's not afraid to have a dissenting opinion and say what he wants to say. Okay, I want to give another plug out. My buddy gave me a couple of these cups when he came. This is by Ball, aluminum cups. And it's basically like a red Solo cup, right? But it's aluminum. So he gave me a couple to try out. And the company's in Georgia. And I've had a few beers. Man, I can't remember the whole story. But it's a Ball, aluminum cup. Maybe I put my glasses on and try to read the fine print. But folks, he gave me these cups months ago. We have been drinking out of these little aluminum cups. They're basically the same thing as a red disposable Dixie cup / red Solo cup, whatever you want to call it. But it's aluminum. And when he first gave it to me, I'm like, nah, I didn't think they'd last that long. These things have lasted for months. Now, due to the wear and tear and the baby stepping on them, whatever, now this thing has started to break. And at some point, I'll have to get rid of it because it'll cut somebody's lip. But for me, I can still carry it on. But these aluminum cups, months of daily use. When we take these plastic shit, one use, throw it in the damn trash can. I mean, imagine after every redneck has a damn party, you got trash bags full of these red plastic cups. And this aluminum cup, and I think if you gave people these aluminum cups at parties, most of the rednecks would take them home and reuse them. I mean, hell, I would take home the plastic cup and reuse it, but it's not going to last very long. This damn thing lasts for months. And it says infinitely recyclable, which it is. It's aluminum. but I would almost say not infinitely reusable, but I can't remember when you gave them to me, buddy. It's been 6 months ago at least, or somewhere around that time frame. Still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. So imagine we put a blanket ban on single-use plastics and everybody was forced to go to aluminum. You just saw the problem, because people would keep reusing these things. And if you had a business, hey, bring back the same aluminum cup, we give you 10% off. Well, okay, now this single-use plastic and throw it in the trash, this should be over with, like it used to be. Well, pulled another Steven Spielberg move. Not exactly. Just did the last 20 minutes with my microphone muted. Real minute genius. You know, it's a pretty stupid ass move when I'm looking at audio meters right there and the audio meters aren't moving. And I didn't deduce that, hey, you muted your microphone. Holy shit. That's almost as dumb as putting a Ladyboy on a Bud Light can. No, that's about 1% dumb than putting a fucking Ladyboy on a Bud Light can. That's going to be the new standard of dumbness. That chick will be known as the standard of stupidity. Maybe I'll make a term, SOD, the standard of dumbness. You gotta, how dumb was it? Well, it was about 2% of the Bud Light saga. 2%? Oh shit, man, that was stupid. How dumb was it, man? Oh shit, man, we're talking 50% on the Bud Light dumbass scale. Oh shit, somebody's gonna lose their jobs over that. Bud Light dumbass scale. There you go. I just invented a level of measuring stupidity. Okay? The Bud Light saga being 100% on the stupidity scale. How stupid was it? Hey boss, we got a big problem, man. All right, man, what's the percentage? It's about a 20% on the Bud Light stupidity scale. Oh shit. Anyhow, what I was saying when my microphone was muted, I like to get the baby's food all prepared. And where it can cool down. So I just put their plates over here. Start letting them cool down. I don't even call them and tell them dinner's ready. Let's keep letting them play. Let them play, let them do their thing. I know they're hungry. But there's no sense in calling them when the shit's scalding hot, right? You gotta let it cool down. So I just get everybody's food ready. One scoop, like a scoop and a half with a scoop of juice. Oh yeah. So let me give you a look. Right there. Check that out. That's what's for dinner tonight. Very similar to what we had last night, but tonight we added broccoli, cilantro, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. So the babies are over there playing in the toy room. I'll go ahead and set everything on the table. Now, if they were in here, I wouldn't put it on the table because they're gonna come over there and start grabbing on hot soup. But they're not in here. Okay, spoons. Get some spoons going on here. Spoons we got. Put 3 spoons down. And Big Daddy has cooked a delicious, nutritious meal for these babies. Now, I told the old lady I was gonna make the noodle spirals tonight, and she threw up such a fit that she wanted rice. I was like, all right, whatever. But I would love to have the spiral noodles. You know what? If you want to win Husband of the Year 10 years in a row like I have, sometimes you got to compromise. I want the noodle spiral. She wants the rice. That angle on the dangle might be a little cockeyed, but you know what? I think you'll be able to see the babies here eating. Or maybe you can see me over here. Hell, I don't know. Anyhow, baby's food on the table. We'll get them some drinks. I think you can see me. All right. Of course, she likes to bring his lounge chair, his little folding lounge chair. Well, I think this is Maria's. I can't remember whose is whose. Anyhow, he likes his little lounge chair. He's got a little cup holder right there. And I usually just stand up and eat right now these days. This is our formal dining room. You know, got the kitchen over here, formal dining room right here. Probably end up getting another bamboo table here in the near future. Get a bamboo table, it's cheap. Don't worry about tearing it up. And then when we leave, you know, any of the local folks, they love to have a bamboo table like that, so we'll pass it on. All right, so what do I gotta get? Gotta get them some drinks. Be getting them some drinks, you know what? I just put my Yeti cup down right there. Baby, it's almost ready.
Let's go.
Baby, it's hot. I was sitting here doing an award-winning travel show, waiting for the food to cool down. Hey, folks, sometimes they just bust onto the set. Y'all want juice or water? Get some water? Fatima, good parenting skills there. Aren't you gonna help the babies with their food? Come on, sweetie girl. Come on, sit down. Huh? Juice? Okay, Papa, get some juice. Got some Four Seasons juice, folks. This Four Seasons juice is delicious. Man, I can drink it straight. I can drink it with rum. You can drink it with anything. Four Seasons. Now, let me check this one. Now, this Dixie cup is not broken, so it's safe for the babies. The other one's got a cut in it, so I gotta save that one for me. There you go, sweetie girl. And Forrest G, you already have rice in your hair. I see that, son. You ain't ever coming back. Yummy juice, yeah. Maria likes the Four Seasons juice. How's the food, Forrest G? So folks, you want to know how to get your kids to eat broccoli? You want to know how to get them to eat carrots, potatoes, onions, and cabbage? I am demonstrating right now how it's done. How's it taste, sweetie? Yummy? All right, Papa's happy that you said that it's yummy. That made Papa's day. Fatima, how's the food, baby? Honey, do you realize you just put a half a kilo of rice in your mouth and one spoonful? It must.
Like broccoli, right? Yes.
Fatima, eat your broccoli. Fatima, eat your broccoli. Baby, that's not setting a good example for the children. You like broccoli? Good job, sweetie. Good job. High five. Good job, Forrest G. He's going to town. You got more rice in your hair than you got on your plate, but you're doing good. Big Daddy will put the lid on this here combo cooker. And folks, the good thing about it is we'll be able to have breakfast tomorrow morning. A delicious meal. All right, so let me get behind the camera here and I'm about to close it out. I want to say thank y'all for joining us on tonight's video. Okay, so the way to get Fatima to eat the broccoli is next time I'll chop it up real small where she can't pick it out. But they like everything but the broccoli. Me and Maria love the broccoli. That makes me happy every day. What I like to do is drink my beer, chew on a cigar, cook, talk to you fine folks out there, set up my cameras, make this cooking show. But what makes my day is seeing my crew here chow down. I mean, they are chowing down. That means it's delicious. Nobody's walking away from the table. They're shoveling that food in there like there's no tomorrow. And to hear my little girl say it's yummy, that's what makes my day. That's what I like to do. Just cook for my crew. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay, Mama, give you all the broccoli. Fatima, I saw you steal a bite off of our son's plate. That's okay, baby. There's plenty of food over there. Everybody eat all you want. Folks, thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for watching our videos. Thanks for all the support. Thanks to y'all, you allow me to live this lifestyle, and I'm certainly appreciative. Fatima, you're still stealing food off the boy's plate. And he's using his hair as a napkin. Well, since we don't put napkins on the table here in the Philippines, you use your t-shirt as a napkin. A napkin is a Filipino t-shirt. Filipino t-shirt, that's what I call a napkin. You live here long enough, you'll use your t-shirt as a napkin too and not complain. Can you hold your plate up, Fatima, for the camera? Just hold it up, baby. Hold it up in front of your face. Hold it up. Let's see. Hold it up. No, let's see it. Come on, don't be shy. Baby, there ain't nothing on that plate but a thin layer of grease.